Hi friends, welcome to Yoga Basics. I'm Andrea Francine and I'm coming to you from Orchid Bay Belize. This is an all levels yoga class that focuses on mindful breathing, gentle joint opening stretches, and alignment. Tonight we're going to explore a modified version of the eagle pose, garudasana. So let's head over to the mat and get started. Get started with a cross-legged position, sitting up nice and tall and squaring the shoulders. Take a nice long deep breath and exhale. Just settle yourself in for a moment. Take a moment now, lower your gaze towards the front of the mat or close your eyes. We're going to do a little mindful breathing. So just kind of turn your attention now to your breath. Just notice how your breath moves in and out of your body. Is it free and clear, or if there's any restriction to it? And then we're going to take a moment to set an intention for tonight's practice. What is it that has brought you here to this practice, or what might you hope to gain from it? And then consider someone or something that you hold dear, and send a note of gratitude in that direction. It's always good to begin our practice with cultivating a little gratitude. And return your attention back to your breath now. We're going to take 3 breaths, conscious, aware breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose and mouth. First breath, long, deep breath into the head. Second breath into the chest. And the third breath comes into the whole body. And just relax that breath out on the exhale. And then block your right nostril. Same thing, we're going to do 3 long breaths here, in through the left nostril and out. First breath into the head. Move the second breath down through the shoulders and out through the arm. And then the third breath, breathe all the way into the whole left side of your body. Out into the arm, down through the leg, whole left side. And relax the breath out. And then switch sides, block the left nostril, and breathe into the right side. Breathing first breath into the head. The second breath comes down through the shoulder and out through the arm. And the third breath comes all the way down the right side, down through the leg, out through the arm, the whole right side of your body. And relax the breath out. Another 3 breaths into the whole body. Integrate the breath. Feel the wholeness of breath as you inhale. The ease of effort as you exhale. Second breath into the chest. And the third breath into the whole body. Keeping your shoulders nice and level, take a deep breath and exhale your chin down to your chest. Breathe into the back of your neck, the cervical vertebrae. Feel that space. And then inhale, lift your head up. We're just opening the neck here, back and forth a few times. And bring the head back to level. And then turn your head from side to side. Loosen the neck this way. See if you can bring the breath in here. Exhale to one side. Inhale to the center and exhale to the other side. And then bring your head back to level. Now, if your legs have not had a chance to change positions, go ahead and change positions for just another moment. So we can get a stretch even on both sides. Again, aware of our alignment, up and down. I'm going to roll the shoulders back a few times, roll the shoulders forward, and then go into the elbows, rotate the wrists, wiggle the fingers. You're going to stretch your palms, stretch your thumbs, and bring your hands here into the heart space. Namaskar Mudra. Lift those elbows, exhale, press into the palms, wake the arms up. We're going to lift them up so that your hands are just about right in front of your face. You want to feel a stretch underneath the arms here. So if you're not feeling it here, wherever you're feeling it, just put that pressure there and then bring the arms down. Shake it out. We want to work on waking the arms up so that we can really explore that garudasana pose that we're going to talk about in a few minutes. So let's extend our legs out to the mat. Shake them out, massage the knees if you need to, if they've been a little squeezed for a moment. And then we're going to separate our feet about mat distance apart. Squeeze and open those toes, point and flex the toes, make some circles with the ankles. And we're going to do just one little easy forward bend here, lifting up. Drop your chin, pull back onto your tailbone so that you're rounded through the belly, rounded through the spine. And slide forward, dropping your head towards your knees. Nice, easy forward bend. Just feel the weight of your torso here. And then slowly curl yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Just kind of waking up the body here, feeling all the different points of our being. So this position is going to be kind of important for us tonight. We're going to explore some straddles that go along with the shoulders. So just in this beginning pose, let's just start with bringing our feet, first of all, straight out in front for Paschimottanasana Asana, our seated forward bend. We start up on the sits bones, nice and long through the sides of the body. And just walk your hands forward. Just see what you've got. You might be a little tight because we're just coming into this very early in tonight's practice. Get a nice little stretch, waking up the backs of the legs, maybe even the low back. Take a few breaths. When you exhale, see if you can go a little bit deeper in the pose. And then look to the toes. And we're just going to sit right back up. Okay, so we felt the sensations here in this pose. Now we're going to go a little bit further in our straddle. Separate your feet a little bit further than mat distance. Now, if you can make your legs go to a 90-degree angle, that would be ideal. Some of us are going to be able to swing those legs way out into a very large straddle, and some of us may be not able to go here. But this is where we want to start, to loosen through the hips and to give ourselves a little more space when we interlace the legs in garudasana. So we're sitting on our sits bones and lean forward, lean back. You're going to feel what's going on in the crease right here. And then sitting up tall, place your hands right in front. Press your heels forward. For some of us, this might be just enough, getting that stretch in the back of the legs. If you're feeling good, just go ahead and walk those hands forward. Feel your way into the stretch. Don't overdo it. Just notice what's available to you. Maybe push the edge a little bit, but you don't want to crash through your boundary. You just want to respect the edge of where your body allows you to go. Maybe ease up just a little bit, maybe halfway. And then we're going to walk our hands over towards the left side. So we just walk here. You're going to start to feel that stretch on the side. We did this in last week's class. I want to just keep working with this pose. It's very good for opening the side body. Bring the other hand to the outside if you can. And see if you can just lay yourself right over that right leg. Don't worry if you can't go as far as me. Just go to what feels enough for you. And then we're going to come up a little bit, come back to center. Walk those hands out just halfway, not to your full extension, so that you have some space to walk yourself over to the left side. Maybe you just start on the inside of the left ankle, but working your way to one hand on either side, and then leaning down into the stretch. Feel a big stretch here. You're pulling out outer part of the hip, side body. And then walk the hands back and come right back into the center. Sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. And then we're going to just reach your hands back. Point your fingers back. Draw your shoulder blades in. Gaze up as you open your chest. And then settle back in. I'm going to bring the feet back in the knees. Put a little space between your feet. Go back and forth a few times. Just kind of easing into the hips. And then we're just going to drop those knees right out into bound angle. Holding on to the ankle, sitting up on the butterfly the knees. Take a deep breath. Butterfly the knees. Do this bound angle pose. Drop your elbows into the knees. Take a deep breath and lean forward. Feel that intense stretch in the groins. Bringing your head towards your feet. And then inhale, lift up. All right, extend those legs straight out again. Sit up nice and tall. Find your sits bones. Remember that if this is feeling a little fatigued, you can always just roll back onto your tailbone, release the spine, release the flank muscles, and come right back up. So let's draw our legs into a comfortable seat for a moment. Whether that is keeping your legs straight or cross-legged position, just find some place that is comfortable so that we can work on the shoulders and the arms for a moment, and you won't feel too fatigued through your legs. So for garudasana, the idea is to pull the shoulders away from each other, stretching out all the muscles in the shoulder. So the garudasana pose, the eagle pose, has two very important parts that work together. So we're going to explore how the arms work first. So let's just raise our arms up to shoulder height, palms face down, and open those fingers. Press the palms. We want to wake up everything in the arms, every muscle we can. Make some circles with your wrist. Reverse the circles. And palms face down. We're going to give ourselves a big hug with the left arm going under and the right arm crossing on top. And pull your belly in. Tuck your chin and round. Feel that opening in the back of the shoulders, the shoulder blades. Come up and open the arms wide. Stretch those arms back. And then exhale. Wrap the left arm over the right arm this time. Reverse your hug. Walk those fingers to however far back in your shoulders you can reach. Tuck your chin and round your spine. Opening through the back of the body. And lift up. Open those arms up. Reach way back. And bring your arms down. Just kind of wiggle those shoulders out. So now we're going to stretch the shoulders a little bit more intensely. Bring the arms up to shoulder height. We're going to bring the right hand over to the left shoulder and the left hand to the right elbow. Take a deep breath and press right elbow towards your left shoulder. Sit up tall with this. Feel the stretch through the shoulders, maybe a little bit into the back, maybe down through the sides. It's all good. And then open the arms wide. Bring the left hand to the right shoulder and the right hand to the left elbow. Take a deep breath and press left elbow towards the right shoulder. Breathe with it. Feel that opening. Notice all the sensations that are happening here in your shoulder. One more breath. And open the arms wide. Float them down again. Roll those shoulders out. Let's give our shoulders a little bit of a rest for a moment. We'll come back to our legs. So we're going to go mat distance apart on our straddle. Wiggle and stretch those legs out. And we're going to draw the left heel into the midline. So we did this one last week when we were setting up for the pigeon pose. And see if you can maybe swing that leg out just a little bit further. If not, that's okay. So we're going to sit up here and we're working on the crease and releasing in the lower part of the back. So just leaning forward, place your hands in front of you and walk your hands forward. We want to keep the heel pressing forward, toes to the sky. And we're going to do that same walk over here. Really feel that stretch through the side body. See if you can lean into it. Breathe with it. And then walk your hands back and come back to the center. And then we're going to take the left knee and we're going to lift it up. So this is where we start to really feel the situation in the hips and how that's going to relate to our garudasana. So by pulling this knee up right here, we're going to turn our chest so that the knee lands right about in the middle of the chest. Just hug that knee in. Sit up tall. Feel that stretch that's going on right here. If you're feeling good here, you might reach your left hand back and just really stretch into the twist. Take a breath. And then exhale your way back to the center. Drop that knee. And then we're going to extend the left leg and pull the right heel in. Same thing. If your leg is here, that's okay. If you can open it up a little bit more, that's okay too. So sitting nice and tall, place your hands out in front. And if you need a little support for your knee, go ahead and grab that. That's totally acceptable. Just walk your hands forward. Feel that stretch happening. We want to feel the stretch going on down the side, so much so that it starts to give us a little stretch in the hips. So we're going to walk those hands. Do you feel it? Right in that hip there. Keeping the left heel forward, toes to the sky. I even forget sometimes. Really reaching over. See if you can fold over the leg. If you can't, that's okay. Breathe with it. And then walk the hands back. We're going to bring your knee up and just hug it in. See if you can get it as close to the center as possible. Turning your body so that the center line lines up with your knee. If you can, hug that knee in. Feel that squeeze and that stretch. The squeeze is in the crease. The stretch is in the hip. Take a nice long deep breath. And as you exhale, see if you can turn your chin over your back shoulder. Maybe you could reach your hand and go a little bit deeper into the twist. Just notice what your body's telling you. How do you feel? Where do you feel it? And one more breath. And exhale your way back to the center. Your knee out. And extend that leg out. Let's just do one little walk forward. Just see what you can do. Reach forward. And walk your hands back. Bring your legs in. And we're going to bring your knees. A little side to side here. Loosen. Just kind of lay those knees down to the right. Get a little stretch. Twist towards the left. And then reverse. Twist towards the right. Press those knees towards the left. Draw the shoulder blades in. And then come on back up to the center. Again, let's go into a comfortable seat. We're going to move right back into working on our arms. All right, so garudasana arms. We're going to float the arms up to shoulder height, and we're going to cross the right arm underneath the left. Cross right here at the elbows. Bend the elbows, and then bring the backs of the arms towards each other. If you feel good here, you can interlace the fingers. So what you're doing is you're pulling that elbow over, just like we did when we did the shoulder stretch, only it's down to the elbow now. So wrap the arms Drop the elbows, sit up nice and tall. Feel the spine. And then see if you can lift those arms. Just notice what you feel. Just get a nice little stretch here. Let's try again. Lift up and down. Now, if this is too much on your shoulder, you can also just go here. Some folks like to go here. This is a nice little modification. And then we're going to open those arms wide, float them down, wiggle your shoulders, give yourself just a moment to rest the muscles. And then we're going to bring the arms up to shoulder height again. And this time, the left arm is going to cross under, bend at the elbows. Bring the backs of the arms and hands towards each other. And we're just going to see if we can wrap around. Again, if you can't, that's okay. Just wrap this way, or just be where you are comfortable and your body allows you to be. So again, sitting tall, pull your belly in, and feel the resistance as the elbow hooks on top of the elbow. Just go up and down. Again, honor your body, what your body allows. So remember how this feels. We're going to do this when we're laying on our back and get the full effect of this pose. So let's open the arms and float them down. All right, roll those shoulders, wiggle them out, point your fingers back, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades, reversing that intense stretch, and then come on back up. Great, deep breath. Extend your legs. Massage the legs out. We're going to go for seated forward bend. Seated forward bend tonight, Paschimottanasana asana, really helps to open up the low back for this pose. So we sit up tall, walk the hands forward. Maybe you're increasing your flexibility each time we do this tonight, so just be aware of that. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, just fold yourself right over your lap, just to the best of your ability. You want to keep the heels forward, toes pointing to the sky. If you're way back here, that's okay. Keep a long spine. If you're way down here and you feel like you've got more room, just go a little further. Maybe bring the hands underneath the feet. And just give yourself a moment to relax into this pose. Feel the backs of the legs opening. And then look to the toes. Lift the torso and sit back up. Good. Deep breath. So placing your hands right behind you, fingers back. Squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit. We're going to bend the knees and place your feet flat on the mat. So you don't want to be too tight in with the heels. You want to have your heels a little bit of a distance apart. We're going to bring the left foot onto the midline of the body. Here, shoulders nice and square, and right foot is cross over the left. Okay, be careful not to fall into a hunched position. Want to stay connected through the sits bones, feet on the floor. So right hip is going to get a really good intense stretch, and just press those knees over towards the left side. Keep the shoulders level. And then bring yourself right back to the center. Now, if you can bring that right foot back over to the right side, just kind of hook it underneath. And this is really the intense version of garudasana legs. So let's unwrap the leg. Shake it all out if you need to. Wiggle your hands if they're feeling like they need a little movement, and place them right back. I'm going to bend the knees again. This time the right foot's going to come into the center, the midline of the body, and the left leg is going to cross over. So we're just going to kind of hang out here for a minute. Take a breath, open the chest, lift up strong through the arms, and just pull that left knee over to the right side. Feel that stretch, press through the palms. Come back up And see if you can bring that left foot over to the left side now. Getting a nice intense stretch here, lifting up through the chest. Feel the squeeze through the hips, through the little crease in your leg to torso. And then unwrap the leg and shake it out. Roll your spine, your shoulders, wiggle your hands out. Take a deep breath. Okay, so let's pull our feet back into bound angle, Baddha Konasana, and butterfly the knees. Drop the elbows. We're going to do one more forward bend and bound angle, Baddha Konasana. This time, see if you can walk the hands forward. We want to feel some stretch in the shoulder blades. This way, straight up and down, and then walk the hands back. Okay, so let's take a look and see what that looks like on a side view. But first we're going to warm up with a little yoga mudra. So fingers reach back, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then palms face forward. See if you can interlace the fingers, touch the thumbs, and just lift up to whatever height you feel is comfortable for your body. Nice stretch here. And then bring the arms around, little hug, open the arms, little hug, and open the arms. Bring the arms down. Take a nice long deep breath. So go ahead and practice this with me one more time. Reach your fingers back, sit up tall. Now if your fingers reaching back is a lot, you can always make a fist, and that takes the pressure off of the wrist. I prefer fingers extended. So I'm going to bring my left foot to the midline of the body. This right here. My shoulders are going to stay level. I'm going to cross my right leg over the left. And just kind of be here for a moment. Find my breath. And then I'm going to slowly see if I can work my right foot back over to the right side of the body. Really intense stretch. Now the left knee is going to want to be pulling towards the left side. So we're going to create a little tension there so that you feel a stretch in the right hip. One more breath and release. Unwrap the leg. This time, right foot to the midline of the body, left leg is going to cross over nice and tight. Then again, just adjust your shoulders, feel the strength through the arms, and see if you can bring that left foot over to the left side of your body now. Again, sitting up, nice pressure through the hands, through the arms, and a little resistance as you pull this right knee towards the right side of the body without lifting anything up off of the mat. Just want to engage the legs and then unwrap and extend the legs. Shake them out. Now side view for the arms. Arms come up to the side, and we're going to bring the left arm underneath the right. Make our little V. And interlace the arms. Bring the arms open. This time the right arm goes underneath the left to a V. Interlace. Feel that stretch. And open the arms wide and lower down. Now, the trick is, how do we connect the legs with the arms when we are on the mat? So we do that by laying completely on our back. Scoot yourself forward. Lay yourself right down. Instead, all the way up. Point your toes. Let's just give a little release to the spine. Draw the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms over the shins. Give a little side to side rocking for a moment. And then place your feet flat on the floor. Arms out to the side, creating that T feeling in the body. So for the arms, let's just practice the arms on the floor. We're going to bring the arms up, crossing the left over the right. Feel that hug here. Let's just hang out here. So the left hand is over the right. That means that the leg is going to cross over the right. Put that right foot right on the center line of the body. Make a V with your arms and interlace those arms. And then we're just going to hook the leg underneath. And press the heel. Bring everything in and unhook. Woo, that was a good stretch. All right, so we're going to bring the left foot to the midline of the body and right leg over. And we're going to bring the arms up and cross the right arm under. Wrap the arms and lift up and down. Just feel your range of motion. Tuck your right foot under. Heels up, and see if you can press down through the legs. Lift up through the arms. Nice stretch here. Breathe with it. 3, 2, and 1. This is Gordana, the eagle pose. And then unwrap everything. Bring your arms out to the side and relax through the legs. Just take a breath here. Reach your arms way up overhead. Stretch your fingers. Draw your knees into your chest. Do a little rocking side to side. Just come right back up into a seated position for a moment. And have you roll all the way over onto your hands and knees. We want to stretch our spine out from all of those side to side stretches. We want to just give some length. So walk your hands forward into a little puppy dog stretch. Push your hips back. Draw your ears between your arms. Get a nice little stretch here. And then we can do a little thread the needle to relax the arms. We're just going to draw back on the hands just a little bit. And we're going to bring the left hand to the midline of the body. This is how we always get our nice even stretch. And the right hand is going to reach out and then reach under. Reach down. Lean right down onto that shoulder. If you can reach that arm way over, go for it. Just rest here in this thread the needle pose for another breath. Draw the left hand in a little bit and bring yourself back up into that neutral position. Same thing here. We're going to bring the right hand to the midline, just wherever it's comfortable. You might need to feel your way a little bit. And then this left arm is going to reach right underneath. Drop the shoulder down. Place your ear towards the mat. Reach that arm way up overhead and just relax into it. No pressure, just some breath. One more breath. Pull your belly in as you exhale. And then draw the hand in to give you some support coming up back into the neutral position. And let's bring our right foot between our hands. Just give a little stretch to the legs today, a little back and forth motion here. And then curl your right toe under. Curl your left toe under and press that heel back. You want to get a nice stretch in the leg here, making sure your knee and ankle are lined up, keeping that alignment. You also want to watch where your head is. If you drop your head down, you feel that stretch, the cervical vertebrae here. If you lift the head up, it moves the intensity down into the lower part of the body rather than up in the neck. Drop the knee. Let's just push back. We want to stretch those legs out and bring your knee back. Bring your left foot between your hands and just a little rocking side to side this way and that. Drop your knee right over your ankle, curl your right toe under, press back, lift up into that lunge. And again, head down, puts pressure on the upper part of the spine. Lift that head up. Let the muscles of the neck and shoulder work here as you press down through your right heel. Breathe with it. 3, 2, and 1. You can also use your blocks here if you needed to. Drop the knee and push back. Stretching out the back of the left leg. And then come back. And now let's walk our hands forward just to give ourselves a little bit of space on the mat. Curl your toes under. Push yourself right up into a plank pose. Feel the strength of your arms. Let's lift up into a downward dog. Just releasing the spine. This is really great for releasing the hips. One knee, other. Just bicycle those knees out. Come up onto the toes. Sink your heels. Nice stretch here. Take a few breaths. Breathe with it. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees down to the mat. Swing yourself around. In a nice, comfortable position for the next few moments, we're going to head right into Shavasana. Savasana Pose is the corpse pose. Palms facing up as if ready to receive. Just relax your legs out and your toes and find your breath. Just notice the body breathing itself. And do a little progressive body scan. Bring your attention all the way down to your toes. Relax the toes, the bottoms of the feet, the top of the feet, and the ankles. Up to the shins and calves, into the knees, the thighs, the hips and the groins. And feel your back. Feel all the meeting points of your back against the surface. Lower, middle, upper back. Shoulder blades and rib cage. Feel the sides of your body. And soften your belly, internal organs, your chest. Feel the weight of your arms. Bring that attention all the way down into your hands, feeling thumbs and fingers, wrists, palms, knuckles, forearms, elbows, upper arms and shoulders. Work your way into feeling your neck and throat, your back, top and sides of your head. And feel over the surface of your face, relaxing your chin, your jaw, your cheeks, your mouth, your nose, all around your eyes, your lids, lashes, brows, temples, and forehead. Feel the whole body completely at ease. Release all the muscles. Soften the breath. Feel free to stay in this position for as long as you need. Wherever you are in the world, I wish you peace and joy and good health. Namaste. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and grow with me.